Muscular system.
The muscular system is composed of specialized cells called muscle fibers, and their predominant function is contractility. Types of muscles. Cardiac muscles. Found only in the heart wall, and they are under control of the autonomic nervous system involuntarily. Cardiac muscle cell has one central nucleus, like smooth muscle, but it also is striated, like skeletal muscle, and it is rectangular in shape. Skeletal muscles. Attached to bones, and responsible for skeletal movements. They are under conscious or voluntary control and under control of somatic nervous system. Its basic unit is the muscle fiber with many nuclei. They are called striated muscles. Smooth muscles. Found in the walls of the hollow internal organs such as blood vessels and uterus. Structure of skeletal muscle. Each muscle fiber is surrounded by a delicate connective tissue sheath, the endomysium. Muscle fibers are grouped into fasciculi, each of which is enclosed by a connective tissue sheath termed perimysium. A muscle as a whole is composed of many fasciculi and is surrounded by epimysium, which is closely associated with fascia and is sometimes fused with it. Skeletal muscles have an abundant supply of blood vessels and nerves, which is directly related to the skeletal muscle contraction. Before a skeletal muscle fiber can contract, it has to receive an impulse from a nerve cell. Generally, an artery and at least one vein accompany each nerve that penetrates the epimysium of a skeletal muscle. Attachment of muscles. Most muscles are attached either directly or by means of their tendons or aponeuroses to bones, cartilages, ligaments, or fasciae. As well as other muscles are attached to organs, such as the eyeball, and still others are attached to skin. When a muscle contracts and shortens, one of its attachments usually remains fixed and the other moves. The origin and insertion respectively. In the limbs, the more distal parts are more mobile, so-called insertion. Interaction of skeletal muscles. Each movement at a joint is brought about by a coordinated activity of different groups of muscles classified and named according to their function to. Prime mover, agonist, which is a muscle or a group of muscles that directly start the desired movement. Example: when the biceps flex the elbow, it acts as prime mover. When the triceps acts as antagonist. Antagonist, opponents, which oppose the prime mover and are responsible for returning a limb to its initial position. Fixators, which is a group of muscles which stabilize the proximal joints of a limb, so that the desired movement at the distal joint may occur on a fixed base. Example: muscles acting on shoulder joint to fix it for better movement of fingers. Synergists, which are the undesired actions at the proximal joints when the prime movers cross more than one joint. Example: during making a tight fist by long digital flexors, the wrist is kept in extension by the synergists, extensors of wrist. Thus, the synergists are special fixators and partial antagonists to the prime movers. Two or more muscles causing one movement are synergist. Arrangement of muscle fibers. Muscles with parallel fasciculi. These are muscle in which the fibers are parallel to the line of pull and have maximum movement. These muscle may be quadrilateral, such as thyrohyoid; strap-like, such as sartorius; strap-like with tendinous intersections, such as rectus abdominis; fusiform, such as biceps brachii. Muscles with oblique fasciculi. These are muscle in which the fibers are oblique to the line of pull. These muscle may be triangular, such as temporalis; unipennate, such as flexor pollicis longus; bipennate, such as rectus femoris; multipennate, such as deltoid; circumpennate, such as tibialis anterior. Muscles with spiral or twisted fasciculi, which are found in trapezius, pectoralis major, etc. As well as in certain muscles the fasciculi are crossed and called cruciate muscles, such as sternocleidomastoid. Blood supply of muscles. Muscles are supplied by adjacent vessels, but some muscles receive vessels that arise from a single stem, which enters either the belly or one of the ends, whereas others are supplied by a succession of anastomosing vessels. Nerve supply of muscles. Each muscle is supplied by one or more nerves, containing motor and sensory fibers that are usually derived from several spinal nerves. Nerves usually enter the deep surface of a muscle and the point of entrance is known as the motor point of the muscle.